is wrong with you, you colossal creep? You found the only possible wrong answer to that question. No politician has been treated worse. Abraham Lincoln was shot by an actor.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that to
William McKinley was shot by an anarchist. JFK was, of course, murdered by Ted Cruz's father. But yeah, Alec Baldwin sometimes does a mean impression of you on TV. So yeah, it's basically the same, isn't it?
John Oliver once described Donald Trump as a clown made of mummified foreskin and cotton candy. Such a vivid and imaginative roast demonstrates Oliver's unique talent for crafting sharp, poetic humor. Each of Oliver Burns targets the absurdity of Trump's persona with remarkable precision. John Oliver's scathing critiques of Donald Trump have become legendary, delighting audiences while undoubtedly irritating the former president. Oliver's wit and unyielding satire have addressed everything from Trump's appearance to his erratic speeches. The comparison to a clown made of mummified foreskin and cotton candy is particularly memorable, creating a lasting visual. However, Oliver's humor extends beyond superficial jabs. He has also highlighted some of Trump's most uncomfortable moments, such as when Trump suggested that his closest connection with his daughter Ivanka was close relationship. Oliver's incredulous reaction captures the absurdity perfectly. You managed to give the only possible wrong answer to that question. It's not just a colossal creep that says that, it's a dumbass creep. Oliver's critique of Trump's frequent complaints about unfair treatment is another highlight. When Trump claimed that no politician in history has been treated worse or more unfairly, Oliver quickly debunked this by referencing historical figures like Abraham Lincoln and JFK, who faced genuine adversity. His sarcastic retort, "But yeah, Alec Baldwin sometimes does a mean impression of you on TV. So yeah, it's basically the same, isn't it?" delivers a sharp burn. Oliver excels at exposing the absurdity in Trump's statements. He likened Trump's convoluted speech about the Iran nuclear deal to a drunk driver crashing a pickup truck full of alphabet soup. In another instance, Oliver demonstrated Trump's incoherent rhetoric by typing a message using only predictive text on an iPhone, showing it made as much sense as Trump's real speeches. Importantly, Oliver's humor often underscores serious issues with Trump's character and leadership. He called out Trump's racist remarks about a judge of Mexican heritage with the quip, "Where are you from? Because you look like you came out of a clogged drain at the Wonka factory." Oliver also skewered Trump's disregard for factual accuracy, mocking his justification of millions and millions of people, as if that somehow validated tweeting false statistics. One of John Oliver's most biting critiques perfectly encapsulated Donald Trump's deficiencies both as a leader and as a person. Trump just reveals what we've essentially always known: he's not just a lousy president and a lousy person, he's a lousy dad. Such sharp honesty often stings, but as Oliver consistently demonstrates, the truth can also be quite humorous. John Oliver has never hesitated to critique Donald Trump's most questionable actions, from incoherent speeches to controversial policy decisions. When addressing Trump's rambling rhetoric, Oliver is unflinching. He famously likened one particularly nonsensical Trump speech about the Iran nuclear deal to a drunk driver crashing a pickup truck full of alphabet soup. In another instance, he humorously suggested that an iPhone predictive text could produce a more coherent speech than Trump. These pointed observations highlight the absurdity of Trump's oratory style. Oliver's sharp critiques extend beyond Trump's speeches to his controversial remarks about Judge Gonzalo Curiel, who oversaw the Trump University lawsuit. Despite Curiel being born in Indiana, Trump claimed the judge couldn't be impartial due to his Mexican heritage. Oliver's retort was scathing. He quipped that Trump looked like he came out of a clogged drain at the Wonka factory. Trump's habit of sharing unverified statistics also hasn't escaped Oliver's scrutiny. When Trump tweeted that whites killed by blacks stood at 81%, whereas the real figure was only 15%, Oliver mocked Trump's defense of sourcing the information from radio shows. He humorously compared this to finding a sandwich in a hole and questioning its quality, illustrating the absurdity of trusting dubious sources. Even Trump's personal anecdotes aren't safe from Oliver's razor-sharp wit. Recounting his extreme debt period in the 1990s, Trump told his daughter Ivanka that a homeless person had $8 billion more than me at the time. Oliver pointed out that this demonstrated Trump's ability to be kind of a dick to a homeless guy even during his lowest moments. On more serious matters, Oliver has critically examined Trump's foreign policy decisions, particularly his approach to the Syrian conflict. Trump once likened the situation to two kids fighting in a lot, a metaphor Oliver denounced as both inaccurate and trivializing the complexities and human costs of war. Oliver analysis serves as a sobering reminder of the real-world consequences of Trump actions. Through his unique blend of humor and incisive commentary, Oliver makes complex political issues accessible to his audience. By breaking down Trump policies and actions with a satirical edge, he helps viewers navigate the often confusing political landscape. Oliver's critiques of Trump aren't merely isolated jabs over the years. They have developed into iconic running gags that have become a hallmark of his show. Throughout his numerous roasts of Donald Trump, John Oliver has crafted an array of running gags that leave audiences in stitches. A notable example is his critique of Trump's often incoherent and rambling speech patterns. Oliver famously remarked that listening to Trump discuss the Iran nuclear deal was akin to witnessing a drunk driver crashing a pickup truck full of alphabet soup. Such a scathing comparison is bound to sting, especially given Trump's notoriously thin skin. Oliver's satire doesn't stop at mocking Trump's verbal missteps. He frequently highlights the former president's penchant for making wildly inappropriate comments. For instance, when Trump was asked about his favorite thing in common with his daughter Ivanka, and he replied, "Either real estate or golf." Close relationship Oliver's response was to rightfully label Trump a colossal creep. It's hard to blame him. Such remarks make for exceedingly awkward father-daughter moments. Another frequent target of Oliver's is Trump's victim complex. When Trump complained that no politician in history has been treated worse or more unfairly, Oliver gleefully listed presidents who were literally assassinated, implying that Trump's grievances about SNL skits pale in comparison. Oliver's ability to use Trump's own words against him is a comedic treasure trove. No Trump roast would be complete without addressing his unique appearance. Oliver once likened Trump's look to a clogged drain at the Wonka factory, questioning the mysterious orange hue of his complexion. These vivid descriptions linger long after the laughter subsides. Perhaps the most devastating recurring theme in Oliver's takedowns is highlighting Trump's shortcomings as a father. Using anecdotes directly from Trump, such as the time he pointed out a homeless man to Ivanka and noted, "That guy has 8 billion more than me." Oliver paints a picture of a man too self-absorbed to provide his children with the emotional support they need. It's a cutting observation delivered with Oliver's signature wit and brutal honesty. Oliver's use of silly voices, exaggerated impressions, and incredulous reactions to Trump's antics have become a beloved part of his act. Viewers tune in each week eagerly anticipating what new heights of hilarity Oliver will reach as he verbally dissects Trump. With each well-crafted zinger, Oliver solidifies his status as one of Trump's most formidable comedic adversaries. However, it's not all fun and games. Some of John Oliver's most scathing jokes carry a serious punch. Stay tuned, because next we're counting down the funniest Trump jokes of all time. You won't want to miss Oliver at his most brilliant and biting. John Oliver's razor-sharp wit and incisive satire have produced some of the most hilarious and memorable critiques of Donald Trump. Who could forget when he compared Trump to a clown made of mummified foreskin and cotton candy? That vivid imagery perfectly encapsulates Trump's bizarre and unsettling persona. John Oliver's sharp critiques of Donald Trump have provided some of the most memorable moments in political satire. One striking example is when Oliver roasted Trump for his unsettling comment about having close relationship in common with his daughter Ivanka. Oliver didn't hold back, calling Trump a colossal creep who somehow found the only possible wrong answer to a simple question. This jaw-dropping moment perfectly highlighted Oliver's ability to underscore the absurdity of Trump's behavior. One of Oliver's most epic burns came when he mocked Trump's claim that no politician in history had been treated worse than him. Oliver deftly contrasted Trump's complaints with the fates of assassinated presidents, quipping, "Alec Baldwin sometimes does a mean impression of you on TV, so yeah, it's basically the same, isn't it?" This deadpan delivery and biting sarcasm brilliantly skewered Trump's narcissism and lack of perspective. Oliver's talent for using Trump's own words against him is an art form. A prime example is when he read verbatim from one of Trump's incoherent speeches about the Iran nuclear deal, comparing it to a drunk driver crashing a pickup truck full of alphabet soup. The visual of Trump's word salad spilling across the screen was comedic gold. Another unforgettable moment was Oliver's takedown of Trump's rationale for building the border wall. He humorously questioned Trump's origins, suggesting he looked like he came out of a clogged drain at the Wonka factory. This perfect encapsulation of Trump's cartoonish villainy resonated with audiences. Beyond the one-liners, Oliver excels at using extended analogies to emphasize the absurdity of Trump's behavior. For instance, he compared Trump's praise of Modi as the father of India to Trump's own parenting style, portraying a father as someone who provides financial support but lacks emotional validation. This searing indictment of Trump's character was both hilarious and thought-provoking. Oliver masterfully balances humor with serious critique, using satire to expose the dangerous and destructive nature of Trump's policies and behavior. It's a delicate tightrope act, but one that Oliver navigates with skill and finesse. While we may laugh until we cry at Oliver's epic Trump takedowns, we are also left with a deeper understanding of the stakes involved. This is the true genius of Oliver's comedy. It not only entertains but also informs and inspires. As we reflect on some of Oliver's most scathing Trump bits, it's worth considering the larger role that satire plays in shaping our political discourse. John Oliver's satire transcends mere comedy. It is a potent force shaping political discourse. His razor-sharp wit and clever analogies cut through the noise, exposing the absurdities in Donald Trump's words and actions. Who else could so vividly compare Trump's incoherent ramblings to a drunk driver crashing a pickup truck full of alphabet soup? Such imagery lingers long after the laughter fades. Oliver's goal extends beyond eliciting laughs. By ridiculing Trump's rhetoric, he encourages viewers to critically analyze political statements rather than accepting them at face value. He makes complex issues accessible and engaging, even for those who might typically find politics dull. By spotlighting Trump's flawed logic and questionable behavior, Oliver raises public awareness and stimulates meaningful conversations about important issues. It's no surprise that Oliver's show has become a go-to source for political commentary, particularly among younger, left-leaning audiences. His brand of satire serves as a gateway to political engagement, lowering barriers and making serious topics approachable. In an era where truth often takes a backseat to spin, Oliver's commitment to facts and research is a refreshing change. While Trump may dismiss Oliver as just another unfunny comedian, the impact of Oliver's satire is significant. By using humor to expose hard truths and spark critical thinking, Oliver helps shape the political landscape one punchline at a time. In a world where laughter is often in short supply, his contributions are invaluable. John Oliver's roasts of Donald Trump resonate deeply with viewers. The British comedian biting commentary is like catnip for the anti-Trump crowd, who can't get enough of his witty takedowns of the self-proclaimed very stable genius. Fans praise Oliver's segments for their perfect blend of humor and insight, breaking down complicated issues into hilarious yet informative bits that even the politically uninformed can understand. One fan highlighted how Oliver's riff on Trump's rambling speaking style was both hilariously funny and enlightening. It made the madness of Trump's word salads comprehensible as mere incoherent babbling. Oliver's jokes are not just empty laughs, they deliver substantive critiques alongside the humor. Viewers are captivated by John Oliver's memorable and striking descriptions of Donald Trump. Who else would boldly liken Trump to a clown made of mummified foreskin and cotton candy? It's the kind of sharp zinger that sticks in your mind like gum on the bottom of your shoe. Yet, Oliver's talent extends beyond clever insults. He excels at exposing the hypocrisy and contradictions in Trump's statements. When Trump lamented that no politician in history has been treated worse or more unfairly, Oliver swiftly countered with a reminder of presidential assassinations. Fans appreciated this blend of history lesson and biting critique. For many, Oliver's show serves as a cathartic release valve for frustrations with Trump. Witnessing him verbally dismantle the orange-hued tyrant provides a satisfying form of schadenfreude. It's a chance for viewers to feel a sense of solidarity, knowing they're not alone in their outrage and disbelief. As one commenter aptly put it, Oliver's humor helps them navigate the daily barrage of nonsense from the Trump administration. In a reality where truth often feels stranger than fiction, Oliver's ability to find humor amidst chaos is a genuine gift. He doesn't just preach to the anti-Trump choir, he offers them much-needed laughter in challenging times.